Hello and welcome to the very first lecture, introductory lecture of Management 101. Management is taught everywhere because it said management is as old as man. So the minute you have heard of Adam and Eve, management was born. And I think today it's being taught in schools, in colleges, but I think the entire concept of management has been changing over the years. Today, I think our concept here will focus on management in a VUCA world. What's VUCA? VUCA, as you can see, is volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. And one of my favorite books when I'm teaching this topic is Leading in Turbulent Times. It's very important for managers to understand how are they going to cope with leading problems that they have in understanding a world which is changing so quickly. And I think that's one of the most important and the most fascinating aspect of management. I think one of the first fundamental questions is, what is management? If you look at the word itself, manage, man, age, men. Management is as old as man, and it actually encompasses only managing people, resources, and you can see some of these definitions that have been given, and you can see one of the most popular definitions has been given by Frederick Taylor, saying management is the art of knowing what to do and then seeing that it is done in the best and the cheapest way. This is managing resources. And of course, there is also another definition which comes up, and this definition is by Mary Parker Follett. This is one of my favorite definitions because she talks about management is getting things done from others. But we need to understand that the introduction of management goes beyond definitions. It talks about principles of management. And in the class, we will also be doing live case studies with you where you will be participating. And I'm going to showcase very soon one of the activities which is being done so that you can understand the functions of management. We have 5 functions of management: planning, organizing, coordinating, controlling, and directing. And these functions have to be all put together when you do the spaghetti exercise. So management just cannot be taught in classrooms. I think we need you not only to do some exercise in classrooms as you've just seen, but we need also to take you outside the classroom. When you're doing strategy, the best way to understand strategy is that you join us when we take you to a Starbucks. Let's find out what their global strategy has been. How are managers in Starbucks coping and understanding what the consumers want and what is the global strategy that they're putting into place? This is exactly what we did when we took the entire class out to Starbucks. But remember, management, as I said, cannot be taught in classrooms. You have to experience it. Go outside. Your first case study, your first project today is go and meet a manager and interview a manager and find out what does a manager do in one day. And that way you will be able to come back, send back to us, write back to us, email back to us on what have you been actually doing and what did the manager tell you. Go and meet any manager anywhere. This is the best way that you will be able to understand what is management. And I am still a strong believer of books. I would like you to read some of my favorite books. One of them, written by Gopal Krishnan, is a book on the case of the bonsai manager. And I think it's very, very interesting to understand how he's drawing lessons from the day-to-day occurrences. Then, of course, I like this book, The Eye of Leadership. It actually tells you strategies of seeing, being, and doing. That's what management is about. And I'm sure all of you have found this book as your most favorite, The Blue Ocean Strategy. I think every manager has to practice it. A manager has to be innovative and creative. And that's what we teach in our school. Our school is the Indian School of Management and Entrepreneurship. And we just don't want people to become managers, but we want them to become entrepreneurial managers. We want them to be managers with a difference. Managers who are creative, who are innovative. And that's what makes management so interesting.